fuck. I'm just gonna stay here and let them kill it. That's fine. We're good. Let's explore the lily pads.
I remember falling in the water so
more.
many times. Being completely useless.
Oh, come on. Well, at least now we can get the heavy attack knocked down.
We're gonna have to grind for some health soon.
Yeah. Fucking... She's trying to swim and there's not even any goddamn water!
I'm getting more amusement out of your anger with it than anything, I'll be honest.
Cool.
We did it for all mother.
Cool. Alright.
Healing supplies. Lucky.
Not sure I'd call anything about what just happened lucky, but sure. Let me pick up stuff. The worst is when you kill something and it falls in a river and starts to float away slowly, and then you go to loot it. By the time you start to loot it, it's already halfway down the river and the loot window gets broken. This has happened to me several times. What are you guys doing? It's not even the right direction. What? Oh no, we can't take on one scrapper.
God, this game's pretty, except at night. Also, I'm a little disappointed in the sunset versus the glorious sunrise we had earlier this week.
Oh, well, missed a chance for that one. The worst part about fighting corrupted machines is that they hurt you while you're critical hitting them. Come on.
I can't spare the weight.
Oh yeah, we can... Do we have that? Can we just eat these? Oh, we can. Okay, cool. So what do we have here that's totally worthless? Corruption, don't care. That's why stealth's not all that useful. Don't care about this. Did not realize we had gotten that skill. Getting to the alarm is going to be fun.
You know what was clearly an interesting decision early on? Looking at all this stuff, I was just looking up at the sort of skyline that we were looking at, and how it had a what was clearly a
What the? Sorry, what were you saying?
no, I was just looking up at the skyline, and what was clearly a billboard, and it was all rotted out from the inside. And one of the interesting decisions to me was it was seemingly an intentional decision to avoid doing any world building whatsoever for the world that was, other than what's in the audio logs. Like, you don't really see any brands or cars.
Yeah.
You never really stumble into like a pristine area that's pretty well preserved. Because the game isn't about that. The game isn't about the past. It's about all the world building is spent on the Nora or the other tribes and what is happening now. And I think that was a really smart decision.
Yeah, I think Fallout has the market on the other side of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so unfortunately we cleared out the filler stuff now.
Actually, that probably describes a lot of the problem I have with Fallout, because it does so little world building in its current time and so much world building about the past.
Yeah,
Or
and
the
it's definitely
current
gotten
world
worse in the
building is
Bethesda
just
era.
horrible.
Also true.
Kind of a why not both situation. That. What's this? Idiot Army. I don't have time to read that.
If you're interested, press pause a couple seconds ago. Having read through some of the audio logs, I never collected all of them at all, but there's some nice little world building. Like I said, they don't invest a lot in the world. They invest it in that text, either in the audio logs or the text. So if you are curious about the world that was and how we got to here,
its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale.
The main quest explains a lot of the basics.
right?
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness.
God, we're gonna do this at night, aren't we?
And I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls.
That's something I really appreciated in Assassin's Creed Origins,
Sounds like a plan.
that you could just
So long as I get to come with
change the time of day at
Lord
will.
Chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager
God,
to spring
that game
from
was
the
better
bow.
than it had any right to be.
Yes, Val.
Really, it
With
was.
Aloy as her spearmate,
I'm
but
really
be vigilant.
strangely excited for Odyssey now.
Like, I'm not a big Assassin's Creed fan, but Origins is pretty okay. It's still a Ubisoft content open world box, but it's
Yeah, very
like
much
the
is.
least obnoxious version of that formula that they've done in a while.
Yeah. And borrowed a
That's
lot
saying
again from,
something.
you
you know,
have a plan, right?
Witcher 3 and from this game in its design.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Val. We'll know soon enough.
Do the thing.
Because she's a real big Broncos fan. That's how she knows. I'm going to keep name dropping the Broncos, not because I'm a fan of the team or because I like football, but because it's one of like 5 teams I could name the city, name the team for given the city.
Take my hand.
Is that because the Simpsons
Can you name
joke?
Las Vegas's team?
Does Las Vegas have a football team?
We will. We're in the
Oh, well,
process
is
of
it-
acquiring one.
Well, then no, I can't name you a future team. What little football knowledge I own, I got through like what's the word? Osmosis, just by living in the culture.
What? So by one on the right, you mean this one?
Also, what Simpsons joke?
Where the one thing that Homer wanted to do was own a football team, and then it's the Denver Broncos.
Oh,
And
that's
no,
right.
what did you
yeah.
do,
He goes,
Varl?
The Denver Broncos. This is where I get
Carl,
most
what
of my
happened?
American pop culture knowledge that was before my time was from The Simpsons, so.
Are the Denver Broncos still bad? I feel like they are.
I don't think so. Didn't they just win, like, one of the... whatever it is? The... I don't know.
A couple years ago they did, yeah.
Like, they won the whole thing. The whole football.
They've been very good with their defense for the past several years, but their offense has always been crap, so... Or at least since, like, the late 90s.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
See, this is some Call of Duty shit, and this is just...
I don't know why Varl's so sluggish in getting these guys. Usually he's, like, right on top of them the second they... Like, you do something, he does something, but the last two guys there, I had to wait for him to do anything.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see
And
those
here is the
corruptors?
reveal.
Focus.
I didn't realize we were in
I
a
can see
stadium
why you
until
would not
here.
have gotten it.
A whole
Yeah,
stockpile of it.
I can see why you would have not have gotten it, given it's in the middle of the night and it just looks like a bunch of
Destroy those
wood.
corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done.
You're not the main
When the
character,
wall
Varl. Go
collapses,
away.
I'll be first through the breach.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen.
Into the Breach is really hard.
If I can do this quietly, it'll be
I still need to play that game. I've been wondering if I should get it on the Switch, now that it's out on the Switch. Please prompt. Prompt, please. Thank you. I don't think I've ever successfully stealthed this thing, so...
I can get to the other end stealthily. But then after that, I mean, it starts a battle. So
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
Man down!
Whispering and strategies.
I like blast. He comes across a dead body that's been stabbed through the gut and then had its throat slit. He's like, blast! It's a corpse.
Dag nabbit. Weren't there like 6 people standing right next to us? Why are we standing up? Is it just me or
Yeah,
did
this
our
is-
entire force just die?
This is way harder to call as
Yeah.
a stadium at night.
Oh yeah. To me, it looks like just a bunch of junk.
During the day, you get a clear indication of like the ruined bowl, and the fact that they refer to it as the ring of metal. And suddenly you put two and two together, and you're like, oh, it's a stadium. But here in the dark and with the fog, you can't see it.
I assumed the ring of metal was like the border area around, like it was a ring that they specifically said was the bad area. I'm just constantly like shook because during my playthrough I didn't see any of the like those view things where it shows you the past, you go on top, and like so I had no idea that this was in America until like people started saying like, oh look,
really?
There's a thing and there's the building, and I'm like, I don't know what these things are.
I still don't know how Josh knows it's Denver. I just know that this is a football arena.
Well, if you know where Colorado Springs is in relation to Denver, then it's pretty easy to figure out. But also there's a bit where it straight up says that it's Denver when you find one of the vantage points, so...
Well, also, I mean, you're next to a bunch of really tall, wintry mountains, and there's only but so many places in the states that can be.
I'm going to blow you up. I think. Am I? Is that going to? No? Alright, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Where is everybody? Oh, there's one guy over there that's still alive. Come on. Give me the... Gotta loot all the things. It's more important. Oh my god. This guy's fused into the wood. Oh, they finally took care of it. And then Varl's spear appeared from nowhere.
Won our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it.
So to the Nora, the debt is now paid, and they're kind of done seeking vengeance. It's you going after the guy that killed Ross that really
they are tainted, like
motivates
Yeah.
you. That and finding out what's going on with the corrupted monsters.
It's over. They won't be able to kill again. The killers, this corruption, they're all parts of the mystery I'm chasing. Where the trail leads, I go.
Except this didn't really help her in anything, as we've stated.
I mean, it's like killing the guys that did the job rather than killing the guys that ordered the hit. Like, yeah,
I mean,
it's vengeance.
We secured the security of the sacred lands. There's that.
Well, and then again, these
You
are the
know.
guys that did do the attack on the proving.
Yeah.
It's just not the main guy we care about.
Also, Aloy is quickly racking up a John Wick-sized body count. Do we not get to have, like, an ending conversation with Varl or something? I guess not. Cool, okay. Yeah, so I guess the good news is we're gonna do Cauldron Sigma next week, Alex.
Hooray! I'm sick next week. No, I'll be there. I'll be there.
I agree with Alex, the cauldrons aren't good, but what are you gonna do?
I like the one that's all busted down and, like, well, it's not good because there are people in it, but, like, it's also a fun mix-up on the Cauldron challenges because nothing in it works. Alright, so catch us back next week when we go into a Cauldron where we're not supposed to go and get the ability to override a bunch of machines we don't care about. And then we'll
Hooray!
go on to the main quest and get the fuck out of the Sacred Land, hopefully.